Hello and welcome. This week I have read Alchemised, 1029 pages long, Naruto 3-in-1, volume 19, 608 pages long, Demon Slayer, volume 9, 192 pages long. And I've also finished Code of Rainbow, volume 1, which is 270 pages long. For Alchemised, I really enjoyed the whole thing, and when I started it, I wanted to know if it was any good, and I'm so glad that I did. And I would say it was extraordinarily more than just a Hermione Handmaid's Tale crossover fanfic, and it was its own thing. And did its own thing with the premise that it did. And I did hear that when she converted Manacled to Alchemized, she had to do a lot of painful editing, and I would say that that didn't half pay off. After all, it was a very good read, and the characters were their own thing rather than just a Hermione clone, or a Draco clone. They were all their own characters, and Moroi, if that's how you pronounce it, also wasn't a Voldemort clone. He was his own Dark Lord, and I'm so glad that it all happened. And I'm glad that I read it. And I would say, even though it was a long book, I would say it's one of those challenges that doesn't half pay off, and I didn't half enjoy it. And I would say it gripped right from the beginning right until the end, and there are plenty of twists and turns that I didn't see coming, especially the final part of the book when a certain revelation was revealed. Now, as for anyway, sorry about that. Anyway, as for the Naruto 3-in-1 manga, which spans a certain amount of volumes in the book, and he found that it was actually quite a very good and well written work, and explored the more heartbreaking and very psychologically disturbing side of Ida Tensei, as well as progressed the plot a lot more. And I found that even though in the anime there was a bit of a battle between Kabuto and Anko, just like in Tamari versus Tenten, but in the manga it started off, you cut from there, and then the end result was done, and I would say that was a way more powerful way of doing it. And I would say that the highlight of that one has to be Choji, the Inoshikacho versus the Ida Tensei what you call him? Anyway, their sensei. That was very well done, and in a way it showed a more emotional side, and I do think that I wish something like Game of Thrones and a lot of zombie things explored that area of things, because I would say it would actually drive a lot of, oh my goodness me, this is what's happening, a little bit home. And on top of that, with the colour of rainbow, I found that a very unique experience to read. Kind of brought me back to the early Harry Potter days, and I would say I would recommend that if you like early Harry Potter. And also there was a cat that hatched from an egg. You'll understand when you read it. And as for Demon Slayer Volume 9, I would say that the characters just were bonkers. And I loved how each of the characters just breathed. If there's one thing that Demon Slayer does well, is it does its characters well and shows the different contrasts between each of the characters and how they have to react, having to disguise themselves as girls, which was just hilarious. And if you do want to get into that, let me tell you, you are going to be entertained. If you're there for a fun and piece of entertainment, you're going to get it. So I would say that that is all I have to say. So, as per usual, thank you for reading. Thank you for watching this. Thank you for keeping me accountable. Thank you for sharing and increasing the amount of people that I am accountable to, especially when it comes to reading. And thank you for everything. Read what you like within reason. And see you next week. And God bless every single one of you.